All right, for more on this, let's bring in Congressman Russell Fry from House Judiciary and New York Post columnist Jon Levine. Welcome to you both. Congressman, I'll start with you. Critics are calling this deal a slap on the wrist, a sweetheart deal. But to me, it kind of looks like hiding the ball a little bit, and it's not getting to the question of, hey, where did all that money he didn't pay taxes on come from in the first place? Your thoughts?
I think you're exactly right. You look at the $1.5 million that was received that he didn't pay taxes on, and the fundamental question remains is, where did it come from? What services did you perform to do that? There's a lot of questions that the Oversight Committee has exposed that the American people demand answers to on the sources of these incomes and what you actually did while you were on the board of Burisma. So this, to me, seems like a sweetheart deal. I mean, you look at the rapper Kodak Black get 3 years in prison for the same crime. And here he gets to walk away. In the words of our president, come on, man.
Yeah, let's talk about the words of our president, John. President Biden has been an adamant defender of his son, even insisting he did nothing wrong. Watch. Oh,
First of all, my son's done nothing wrong. I trust him. I have faith in him. And it impacts my presidency by making me feel proud of him.
Mr. Vice President, your son, Hunter, is on the Republicans' wish list for the impeachment hearing. Did Hunter Biden commit a crime? Have you spoken to your son, Mr. President-elect?
Proud of my son.
Statement from the White House today said, quote, the president and first lady love their son and support him as he continues to rebuild his life. John, do these statements get the president into any kind of hot water, if not legally, at least politically, given what Hunter's admitted today?
I mean, Hunter is certainly off the hook today, but what Republicans have gained is a major talking point for the 2024 presidential election. And I think we've seen Joe Biden say over and over again, my son is a good man, my son is not a criminal, I have no involvement in my son's overseas business dealings, and that's all been blown up. We all know that's all false. Now his son is a convicted criminal, and we know that he was involved in the overseas business dealings through evidence on the laptop. So I think going forward, this will be a major political issue in the 2024 presidential campaign. I expect all the Republican candidates to talk about it, and Joe Biden is going to have to answer for the real character issues that arise by the fact that he has been disingenuous with the American people on this issue for many years.
Congressman, I want to bring up something that I think is sort of fascinating. I don't know what it means yet, but there's conflicting statements from Hunter's attorney and U.S. Attorney David Weiss. Hunter's attorney said in a statement, quote, it's my understanding that the 5-year investigation into Hunter is resolved. Weiss's statement said, quote, the investigation is ongoing. Now, I could see it, Congressman, either way, there's the possibility that all of the other things that are being investigated related to bribery could be shut down if the investigation is over or if it's ongoing. What do you make of that discrepancy?
No, I think it's a big concern. I mean, Politico reported earlier today that it would basically be a global settlement or resolution of all potential charges in the future. I mean, my question to the prosecutor is, did you even open the laptop? Did you even see what the Oversight Committee has poured out for the American people to look at? If this is a global settlement, that's a big problem for the administration of justice in this country, because there's a lot more there. This committee is going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to uncover every stone and let the facts dictate this. But if this is a global settlement in arguably one of the biggest ringleaders of this entire ordeal, that's a problem for this. When we talk about 2 tiers of justice, this is exactly what we're referring to.
John, the liberal media, it seems to be in overdrive defending Hunter and the Biden family. Here's what they said today. Watch.
Now we are seeing Hunter Biden take responsibility and plead guilty. Now, that's not going to stop Republicans, I venture to guess. I suspect we will have lots of howling from the GOP. They'll ignore the facts, as they have ignored the facts throughout this process. Certainly, this is a day of closure for the president's family.
Trump Republicans have been trying to stir up conspiracy theories left and right. One after another have been disproven. They don't like the facts. They love conspiracy theories. Well, this is another one that didn't play out for them.
House Republicans are going to keep this up. They've decided to go all in on this as a way to keep the Republican base enthusiastic.
John, it sounds to me like what they're saying is this issue should be put to bed, and anything that comes after is pure conspiracy theory. Quickly, your reaction to that.
Right. No, it's well, this is nothing new from the mainstream press. Those big bad Republicans. The Republicans are pouncing once again. Look, I mean, the facts are what they are. And, you know, the congressman mentioned Kodak Black. He was charged with the exact same gun crime as Hunter Biden, and he was sentenced to, I think, 46 months in prison. So, and Hunter's going to get a pretrial intervention, which, by the way, Hunter Biden got a pretrial intervention in 1988 when he was had controlled substances charges, and he was let off the hook back then. The whole Biden family, there have been arrests for Caroline Biden, there have been arrests for Frank Biden, Ashley Biden, different members of the family for different things, and no one's ever served a day in jail. So the fact of the matter is, it's a real pattern here.
Yeah, it's just hard to deny that sense that there's two tiers of something going on, and Hunter Biden's in the better of those two tiers. We got to leave it there. Congressman Russell Fry and Jon Levine, thanks for being with us.